Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 18 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finalize our model. Now we're gonna create our sheets. So we created a 3D view camera, and then this will be used for rendering this one. But before that, let's go to sheets and then select and then right click and then click on new sheet. So to create a different sheet title block, you'll be able to load it by clicking on load and going to title blocks, and as you can see, we have different kinds of sheet sizes. But in this sample, I'm gonna create it at A0 metric title block. So I'm gonna press OK, and we have our first sheet right here. I'm gonna name this one as ACD, which is Archcore Design, and then project name, I'm just gonna put house for now, and then this is the one that we need to change in each other sheets. So for this one, this will be our cover sheet. We can put this one at A100 for our cover sheet, and then we need to create 4 more. So click on new sheet and then click on A0. So Revit will recognize the sequencing, and as you can see, it put it at A101. So let's create more sheets. And then last one. So to change each and every one of them, you could go to each of the sheets and then select here, and then you'll be able to put first floor. There's another method, is to go right here onto your project browser, and then you could just click, and then you'll be able to put in the second floor here. So you don't need to keep on double clicking here and then going right here. It's all editable on this project browser. And then we're gonna have 2 elevation, and then press OK on that. So in a cover sheet, I'm going to render this 3D view, and then we're gonna have a drawing list. So if you go to 3D view again, let's go to, I believe this one is in massing and site or view, and then click on render. We're gonna render it at the smallest settings, which is draft. We have different ones like medium, high, best, and custom, and all of this will depend on how long it will render. Of course, the draft is the basic, and it will render in seconds, but on the best side and custom, it will take even minutes or longer or hours for that. So I'm just gonna leave it as draft, and then leave the scheme to exterior sun only, and then few clouds, and then you just need to click on render. So like I said, this is the smallest settings that we did, and it will render in seconds. And as you can see, it's done. So here we have our rendering, and as you can see, it looks dark. So we'll be able to adjust the image by clicking on adjust exposure, and here we could brighten this one, and we'll be able to play around with all of this exposure controls. You can make it for the shadows to be darker, and then dash saturation, and then white point. And then once you're done, you can click apply, and as you can see, there's a big change in the way it looks. You'll be able to save it to your project. So once we save this, our rendering line will come up here, which is like this one, and you'll be able to export this to JPEG as well if you want, and even PNG and other file formats. So let's close this off, and then in cover sheet we'll be able to drag and drop the rendering that we created. And of course, I don't want the title, so just click on no title right there, and we'll be able to double click, and then we can enlarge this part right here, and then let's nudge it in place. So using your keyboard arrow key, you'll be able to place it to the correct or to the likings that you want. Let's double click here. I'm probably going to make it a little bit smaller so that we have space for our drawing list right here. So for our drawing list, you need to go to our schedule, right click, and then look for new sheet list. And then here we're going to add sheet number first, and then I want sheet name afterwards. And then we could go right here on formatting or appearance. I don't want the black row, so if we just press OK on this, it will create it, and as you can see, there's a black row there. So we need to format this one again. Go to appearance, and then uncheck this so that this one will disappear. Let's edit the appearance again, and I want to make this one bigger for the title sheet or title text. I'm gonna go 5 on the header, and then around 4 for the body text. And then here we can put in drawing list, and then after that go back to cover sheet, and then you could just drag and drop your drawing list. And then here you'll be able to extend this one and make it nice. And then I'm just going to make this one a little bit smaller because it's just too much of the space. I'm just trying to edit this part right here because for some reason it's not behaving. Okay, I'm trying to double click it. Usually it will edit, so yeah, it edited already. And then you can maximize this spacing right here, and as you can see, it will be automatic if you change anything right here, spelling or whatever, even numbering, it will be automatic. If you added one another sheet, it will recognize it and it will add as well. So you don't need to worry about adding more information here. It will be automatic because everything is connected already. So if we go to first floor and then go right here under floor plan, I'm just gonna close those off first. If you go to level 1, as you can see, we have too much information here. And then if we go to first floor and try to drag it, it's too small. So what we need to do is we're just gonna undo that, go to level 1, and then change the scale right here. I believe if we change it to 1:50, and then we could just double check. This one looks nicer. So I'm going to crop this one. So let's go to level 1. It's 1:50 already. Go to extend, check all of this, and then here we'll be able to grab this one and then this one as well, so that we could just crop all of this and show only on this part. So if we go right here, as you can see, we have everything like that. Of course, we're gonna crop it more because we don't have enough space on the drawing or the sheet. And if you crop it a little bit more, as you can see, the grid lines and grid bubbles don't disappear. It will follow along. So that's the good part, the good thing about cropping in Revit. It will follow along and everything will be shown still. So here I'm going to press escape, drag it here, and then you need to press escape again, click on the view in order for this one to appear, and then you'll be able to drag the title line. But as you can see, we have level 1 here as name for this, but I want to make this one same as first floor, but I don't want to change it here because it will change everything. I want the I want the look of this level 1, 2, and 3 right here. So to do this without changing the name on the floor plan, you can click on title sheet and then go first floor, and then in that send, click apply. So first floor, and then click on the space and then click apply. And in that sense, you don't need to change this one. You only change the title on the sheet. So let's go to level 2 and do the same thing. So we're gonna crop this first, and then here scale it to 1:50, and then let's crop it now, similar to what we did to the first floor. We already change, and then here this looks good. We could change it to hidden line, and then click on find. I want to do that here as well. Click on find and then hidden line. So that looks good right there. Crop it a little bit more so that we don't see anything like that. We could just leave this one and then go back to second floor sheet and then drag and drop level 2. And then similar to this, select this view and then change this to second floor, and then click on the right side of space and then click apply. Or else if you just go apply, it will disappear, similar to what happened earlier. Press escape, select the view, and then drag this title line. And then if we go to elevations now, let's see how this one looks. I know this is too small and just boring, so what we can do is we could go to elevation first. So east, let's crop this Let's increase the scale. 1:50. Click fine. This one, let's put this one as shaded or consistent color. Maybe realistic is good as well, but each one of this, I'm gonna put hidden first and then crop this one to our liking. And then similar to grid lines, the levels do the same thing as well. So if you crop it, it will follow along and it will still be clear enough. And then here, what you can do is click right here, graphic display, and then click on background, gradient, and then cast shadow, ambient shadow, and then click apply. And with that, it makes a big difference on how it looks. You can even change this one if you want, maybe 1, and then it will look like it's being drawn, but I'm not gonna do that. This one looks good enough. So let's do all of them. So 1:50. Click on crop. Move them all close enough. And then make sure it's fine, hidden, and then graphic display. Go to background gradient and click apply. And that looks good right there. Let's add this one first. So east elevation first, and then north elevation afterwards. And then let's go to south. Let's do the same thing. 1:50. Fine, hidden. Go to graphic display option, and then select background gradient. Click apply, and then crop it. Go to extend. Select this one, and then drag it until the location that you want. And then go to west. 1:50. Find hidden, graphic display. Go to gradient, apply. Check all of this, and then crop it. And then go to level, elevation sheet, drag and drop south and then west. And then you can save, and then now we're gonna print it. So click on print. We're just going to print it at PDF. We're gonna select the view, and you want to make sure to combine them, or else if you just leave it at create separate, it will create individual PDF. So you want to make sure that you want to combine them. Select, and then uncheck view, and then here check all. And one of the important part here is you can save different kinds of preset. Like for example, you want a 100 and then 104, you can create a preset of that. So for me, I have this one. I'm gonna put it full set. And then if you want, for example, you have a different one. So for example, this is a change number. So save as CN1, change number 1. So now you don't need to worry about anything else. You can just go full set, everything is checked, and then CN1, only the sheets that you want is checked. So you can create all of this, so it will make your life easy. So for now, we're gonna click on full set and then press OK, and then we want it to be in the desktop, and then press OK. File name, just put it house. Usually it's fast, so it's done already, and we have something that looks like this. So this is our rendering with our drawing list. Second page is, we have this one, our first floor, and then we have our second floor right here. We have our two elevation, east and north, and then south and west. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.